Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's me, R-Squad911, back again with another DIY video, a Ghostbusters DIY video. Today we're going to be modifying this Spirit of Halloween ghost trap. This one's obviously already modified with all the little parts, bits and bobs, screws, plates, knobs, resistors, switch or whatever. And all this thing really needs is this hat light here. This thing right here. Because the Spirit Halloween one, they just put this kind of like plasticky thing there. People have been painting it red and it's been fine, but I kind of want to stick with a little bit of movie accuracy and want to put this little cap light on there. And yeah, I bought this from GhostWalkerDesign. He was nice enough to just sell me this cap set itself. It comes with this incandescent bulb, this screw, and this lock washer here. But a lot of people are just buying this cap here and somehow they're either shaving this thing down and fitting this over top because it does, the base itself does fit over top there, but I guess if you shave down around there, you can maybe stick that on and glue it on. But I want to do it properly, so we're gonna, hopefully this will fit into that hole. I think it will, and then bolt it from underneath. Can't use this incandescent bulb because it's 12 volts. If you do put 5 volts to it, it'll be very, very, very dim. So we are going to use this 5 volt red LED that I use from my cyclotron cake kits. We'll get that to fit and work in there somehow, and we'll figure it out. And yeah, now that I'm looking at this, I am wishing that I just bought the kit from GhostWalkerDesign. Along with these wheels and stuff. They would have just been shipped together. I would have shaved shipping. But yeah, the reason why I didn't do that at the time is because I had already modified the switch and I put all these screws on there. And I didn't want, I didn't want to mess with it. But it would have been cool to put on the plate because it would get rid of all these seams, the seam here and stuff. So he said that if I wanted to buy the plate later on, he would just minus the cost of this hat light. I think it was like 13 to 15 bucks. But you know what? This wouldn't be a DIY video if, or a tough DIY video if I didn't want to give this a shot, right? So let us begin. Man, wish me luck. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the pack apart. I've already taken the, it's over here on the other side of the room, this air hose barb there. So we're going to unscrew it here. It's just 4 screws holding this whole thing together. That's 1. 2. This magnetic screwdriver sometimes is annoying, but it helps pull the screw out. 3. And 4. And of course, if you don't have the wheels modified on this trap, I was about to say pack again, you have to pull the wheels off in order to separate this thing. So now that we have all the screws out, you just kind of just jiggle it apart and you just pull it like this. Now you don't want to pull too hard because these wires are very short right there, and you do not want to break them. All right, so while I do this, I'm going to unplug it so, you know, we don't break any wires. And you might want to take a photo of it before you start unplugging stuff so you know exactly where everything goes. I've done this a few times, so I know where everything goes. And plus, I've written down what everything is on the board, which helps. So what we're going to do is we're going to be changing this light here, and it just slides out from that slot there. And then you just push from the top and boom, your light is out. Now, one thing I did test is usually common sense would be, oh, this orange wire is positive and the gray wire is negative. But when I put a voltage tester to it, it's actually the gray wire is positive and the orange wire is negative. So you guys should just use a voltmeter to test it. I don't know if it's going to be the same across all traps, but that's what it is for mine. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to snip this later on, and then I'm going to solder my light to that. Or you can probably go on Amazon and buy this JST connector, but I don't have time for that. No one has time to wait for that. And it's just going to be easy for me to just snip them and just join them together. All right, so we'll leave that there for now. Oh, let's test. So, okay, we'll unplug the switch there, like so. So that's the switch. And hopefully this will fit through here. Oh yeah. All right, it fits nice. All right, and then we're gonna put this bolt through here. Well, we're gonna put the lock washer too. Hopefully this bolts on and fits. And it does. Just barely. It kind of hits there, but I think with the washer on there, it should help. But it's gonna hold it on. Then this cap light will just snap on top like so. And it's gonna look like that. What a difference. Huge, huge difference from that to that. All right. Okay. But it does clip, but it doesn't give you a very confident clip. Like I'm worried that it will fall off. So you might want to put just a dab of hot glue after just to hold this cover on. And you're going to be good to go. All right. So it's going to be hard to get this cap off. Oh, no, if I just turn it this way. I'll get that off. We are not going to use this incandescent bulb. So we're going to pull it out. Like so. See? And then what we're going to do is we're just going to drill a hole right through, all the way through, and then feed the LED through. Looking at it, I might just need to drill out the bottom and just feed the wires through. Okay, so what we're going to try is maybe I can pull these pins off. Nope, but they did pull further out. I'm going to get some clippers and we're going to clip them off. Butterfingers. Oh, and they just fell through. Hopefully this one's not falling through. It'd be nice if it falls through, then I don't have to worry about metal shavings everywhere when I drill it through. Nope. Okay. Well, anyways, we are going to drill a little hole through here. So I'm going to grab some drill bits here. Probably just need a medium-sized drill bit. You know what? We're going to do it properly. We're going to drill a small pilot hole first. It's actually pretty tough plastic. There we go. Boom. Not very tough plastic. I'm just weak. All right, and then we'll go with a slightly bigger, well, no, we'll just go with the size that we need. We'll just do this size here. think that will be good. Let's give that a shot. Can either try to put both through at the same time or... No, that works. So only problem I'm having now is because that metal piece is still there, it is hitting the heat shrink on there. So I got to figure a way to pry that out, maybe with a small screwdriver. Maybe I need some tweezers. There we go. Now we can try that again. Oh no, the wires want to go out where the where those metal bits were. So we're going to go one at a time. All right. And now I think that's so long, the heat shrink's so long, it's actually hitting the base of there. So I'm gonna have to open this hole up a little bit bigger. That would be too big. Okay, it's opened up a little bit. There's no easy way to really drill this because it's soft plastic, and if I put it in a vise, it's going to screw up all the threads here that I'm worried that this won't screw on. It probably still would because it's such soft plastic. It'd probably remake threads, but I don't want to go through the headache that if it doesn't, right? Guess another way to do this is to use a Dremel, but you know, not all of us have Dremels. So we're going to try to do this as less complicated as possible. Or least complicated as possible. Okay, let's see if that works. Yes, it does. Now, look at that. That sits really nice in there. Right? Okay. So where is the cap light? This is the light cap here, and it fits right on top. You can see the bulb inside there. It looks good. All right. So the next thing we're going to need to do is put it through here. Actually, I wonder if it'll hold well like that. I might have to hit it with a little bit of hot glue inside. So let's see. Got my little hot glue gun over here. We'll let that heat up. I think we're going to be golden. So yeah, we'll let it heat up. All right, guys, I'm back. The hot glue gun is primed and ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this kind of close to where it needs to be, put my nozzle in there, squirt some glue, and then push it through before the glue dries up. And I think it isn't perfectly straight. but I think that is going to be good. Now I'm going to test that the cap still caps on while it's on there, and I think we're good to go. All right, so let's put this thing through here. Nice. Put the lock washer in. And then the nut. This is going so smooth so far. And I think I just jinxed it. But yeah, can't really turn it because it just hits there. But with the nut flat side lined up here, I don't think it's going to get in the way of anything, hopefully. So I don't know. And we'll use this and just see if we can get a little bit more tight. Should be good. That shouldn't be going anywhere. That's it. Cap light on. And yeah. And look at that. It fits perfect in this round section here. So you do not have to worry. That's what I was worried about. Sometimes when you see pictures of these little cap lights, they look huge in the photos. But in person, it's actually quite small. And it fits really, really nicely right there. Look at that. All right. So we'll just do a little quick test fit. Make sure that it slides into place. Ooh, God. Hot glue gun is hot. Gotta unplug it. Let it cool down to the side. We'll probably use it later on, I'm not sure. But yeah, this is where it slides into place. It is kind of touching there, but I think once you get past that, you are fine. Look at that. It just rests on it. Right where the threads end too, so there's like a narrower part. Nice. So like if you have problems clearing, I don't know if like the tolerances are different on each light, you can probably just saw off that bottom part and just have the wires come out because the wires are way thinner than the plastic itself. So yeah, you'll be good. Oops. Yeah, it is kind of loose now that I've put it on and off several times. I'm not sure if it like locks into place. Oh, maybe you turn it once you put it on. I'm not sure. Oh, it does. Okay, guys. I just saw that, you know, like right here, there is kind of like a groove and there's like a groove here. So when you put it on, you push it down and turn it and it's locked in. It is not coming off. Nice. All right. I love it when things come together. All right, so what we're going to do here, we are going to clip these off and then we're going to clip, where's this. So here we go. I don't know where I want to clip this. I guess I want to keep as much length of this as possible in case, I don't know, well, later on I want to do something, right? Because these are just exposed. So if I wanted to put this back to stock, which will probably be never, I would just solder it directly onto there. All right, so have those clipped off. That is probably going to be too much wire. So I am going to clip it off. Let's see here. Going to strip them. Strip these. And I should probably get some heat shrink, which I didn't think of. So, all right, I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I got my heat shrink here. It's got two little pieces. priming up my soldering iron, and while I do that, I'm going to take this, tighten up these ends. This wire doesn't like to be spun. Okay, I'm going to use these ones because I know these ones can be spun. We're going to just put the heat shrink through there. Tiny, tiny heat shrink. Good. Take this other one here. Put that through. As that's there. Yeah, if you guys don't want to solder or do anything, you can just twist them together or use butt connectors that you can crimp, and that's fine. There's quite a bit of space in here if you wanted to do that. So, yeah, but I'm going to solder, and I'm just going to twist and solder them together. So I'm just going to do it like this, twist them together, like so. Oh, wait, did I do it right? No, yep, this is right. And oh, the Spirit Pack wires are just so not twistable. It's okay, that's what the solder is for. I'll retwist these ones. And while I have it there, I'll shift this over. Get that. My soldering iron is very hot right now. Clip that on my little octopus clips. My soldering thing here. And we'll get soldering. So we'll just heat up. These wires are so thin that it'll heat up really quick. Then you just want to touch the wire so the solder goes down it. Like that. No cold solder joints. And that's it, easy peasy. And that is good. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. All right, so then I just fold them down like so. Down like so. Hopefully the heat shrink is long enough. If it isn't, I'm sure I can just clip off some of the ends here, make it shorter. Slide the heat shrink over. Get my heat gun here. Shrink it down. And we are good to go. All right, so what am I going to do? I'm going to test it. Maybe I should have tested it first before I soldered. But where did this one go? This went on power, door. Here we go. There. Door goes onto this one. This one goes into switch. Where's the wire that goes into that? Oh, here. Moment of truth. Look at that. So why aren't these LEDs turning on? Oh, it's because this isn't activated? Okay. There we go. And then the light starts flashing. Mission accomplished. Yes, that looks great. Oh man. All right. Let's button this thing back up. Okay, so we will slide this into place. All right. So lining it up, you line up this and you line up this, and then you should be good to go. You want to make sure no wires get clipped. Something is going on here. So it looks like there might be something pushing. I'm wondering what that is. It has to be the hat light somehow. Might be the bolt here. The hat light needs to be turned this way, so then it can, that's what's happening. This is pushing against this and pushing it out. So if I get this part lined up, this flat part here lined up with the flat part in there, it should definitely relieve the tension. And yeah, that helped a lot. But still not as nice as I want it to be. Yeah. So I think the best thing to do is to trim it. Oh, that's better. I want to do it without cutting the wires. Okay. There we go. We are good now. Probably go a little bit more. Just a little. And look, this wire just popped off. So I'm just going to solder it onto here. Just when they touch together, that's how it works, the switch, right? So with these, with this switch, you just screw it in there instead of soldering it. But since I do have my soldering iron here, I'm just going to solder it onto there. This one is on there good. I'm pulling it pretty hard. You know what? These wires are actually horrible. Using the screw actually might be better. Like I should probably put like like a ring clamp on it, like an eyelet or whatever. Okay, back to normal. All right, I think we can start assembling this thing. Let's not forget to plug this thing back in. Man, I'm thinking later on, because these are the wires for, where is it? These wires here are for the LEDs. I could wire up more green LEDs in here. Yeah, I don't know. No, forget it. That's just too much work. Okay, so we're gonna line everything up. Oh, you know what? This thing fell off. This thing is tricky. Well, maybe not that tricky. Something is definitely not lining up. Oh, I think it was probably the speaker. Yeah, I definitely feel something. No. See, when it doesn't go in flush right away, you know something's up. You know that something is probably binding. So you don't want to screw anything in until you figure out what it is. And it looks like it's these wires here. It's actually the new LED wires. They're actually going into the compartment. And there you go. So we'll test it. I'm gonna hold it together. Okay, so this isn't lined up properly. This isn't lined up properly, so we'll have to put that in. That's the tricky part. Ah, it sucked that it fell out. And I gotta figure out, make sure all the pieces are in there. There we go. It was just the way that the gears were. New LED wires, maybe I shouldn't have made them so long. There we go. Nice. Okay, check that. Everything's working. Close it up and then put in some screws. Let's just drop them in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your Phillips number 1. That'll fit nicely in there. Don't get it super snug yet, just kind of get it so it threads in, so you know everything's being held together. All right, so it's not tight, but I want to put this thing back on, that's why. There we go. And now I can tighten it down. Don't over tighten, it's just plastic, right? Boom. There we go. Flashy light. Movie accurate. That seemed pretty easy, right guys? I'm sweating, man. When I do these DIY videos, I feel so much pressure when I'm doing it to just do it right. But when I'm off camera and just doing it on my own, just sitting on a chair, just listening to music and just doing whatever, and it's okay. But doing these videos DIY wise with the camera on me and talking at the same time just takes a lot out of me. It's kind of crazy, but yeah. That is it. The result, I think, is fantastic. Look at that. And then you can just twist that off. It comes off, and there's the LED right there. Put it back on, find it, push it in, twist it, and it's locked in there. All right. So, yeah, that is it, guys. That's my DIY Ghostbusters or Spirit Halloween Ghostbusters hat light. You can just get these Lynn Rose pilot lights, or you can just go to GhostWalkerDesigns on Etsy and ask him to just buy that light separately. And I think he'll happily oblige. But if you don't want to go through what I just went through, just buy his kit, the $50 kit. Just replaces, it just goes right on top of this. You do have to open it up, and then it comes with a switch, and it literally just plugs into the board. It comes with this light pre-installed, and it just plugs into the board, and you're done. You literally just open up, put it on, put some screws, plug all the plugs in, unplug the old stuff, plug in the new stuff, close it all up, put the plate on, drill a couple holes, and add some screws to hold the plate down onto here. You'll get rid of this ugly seam and everything, and it'll look great. But yeah, this cost me 13 bucks, and I don't know how long I did to do this DIY. And his plate, I think, is $45 to $50 plus shipping. So yeah, it's really up to you. Let your budget decide, and yeah, or how comfortable you are, whether you want to DIY hard way or DIY easy way, right? But yeah, that's it. Please like and subscribe. Hope this helps you if you guys are looking to do this mod on your Spirit Trap. It's a great mod. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.